Okay, I did a video tour, I think at the beginning, either the end of May or beginning of June. And so let's do one for the end of June. I think we'll start with a greenhouse, see what we got. Melon's doing okay. Got some little melons. It's partially collapsed actually, and if I pull it up I'll probably damage it, so I'll just leave it like that, make sure no side shoots come on it. California Wonder Sweet Peppers. I've had a good few of these already. Seem to be doing okay. Better than I normally do actually. I think I might do this method again. Yeah. The other melon in the corner. Another melon in this corner. And the aubergines. Had flowers. No sign of fruit yet. So, and then we got the other melon in the corner. All the chilies. Say all the chilies, some chilies here. From what I can do, seems to be a decent one there. I'm not sure what variety this one is. Let's have a look. It says Anaheim, but it doesn't look like an Anaheim. Anaheim are usually quite thick. Actually, there's a better one there. Yeah, probably. What else have we got? See, I've got my dripper system set up, but it's not functioning 100% yet, so I'm going to have to get that sorted out. It's a bit dull today, but you can see the temperature's already getting up there. I'm having to keep on the top of this watering. Now, these Garden Pearl tumbling tomatoes, they've done well up to now, but they do look scruffy, and you can't really, I can get in to get them, but these horrible leaves, they just look scruffy. So I don't know what other people have. This one's not as bad, but even so. And this is the one that I tried as supposedly a sun gold cherry tomato. I'm going to have to keep topping this so that it doesn't go crazy. I've already elongated it with a chain there, so I've got better distance on it. But it is what it is. We'll see. Alright, let's have a look outside. Here's the giant pumpkin. Now, I can't actually see anything under here. So let's put the camera in and see if that can see anything. It's taken over the whole bed, and beyond it's encroaching on my neighbour. Yeah, so I'm not sure about it, what to do with that, because it's only just started really. If that continued growing, well, same. This is the butternut squash, Walthams. Again, it's very difficult to see underneath there. This one's not doing as well, but it's getting there slowly. This is my, so supposedly, a bit of a brassica bed, which I don't think it's got clubroot, because these have grown much better than any I've done in the brassica cage, which is actually no more. I'll show you that in a minute. Parsnips. They're doing great, the ones that came up. The ones that are missing I had a cunning plan for, and that's backfired on me because I've had no germination from the replacement chitted seeds. That's that's the brassica cage, just waiting to be folded and stored. Have a look at this square foot garden. It's looking quite pretty in places. just so difficult to manage. Here we have a hoverfly. How can you tell it's a fly? It looks very much like a bee. Let me just double check. No, it's a fly. And how do I know it's a fly? Because it's only got one set of wings. A bee has two sets of wings. Lettuce, we've had so many lettuce out of this bed. I'm going to have to take some home and just to make some space. The poppies are pushed back because they were just completely overgrowing all this. These are the African marigolds that I initially thought were French marigolds. The peas, we've already had pickings of peas. There's plenty of pods on there. Way to the top. They're already about 8 foot tall. Difficult to get in. I'll have to put yet another band around it and pull that in so I can get into in there. The beans, Voilette de Cosse or something like that. You can see they're way above the top there, about 10 foot high in places. They're just starting to come into flower. Yeah, flower buds, and the pods will be purple, so they'll be easy to see to pick. Let's have a look down here. I'm gonna pick that later, and I think there's I'm gonna 2 courgettes to pick. What else over here? It's a bit naff around here, but a bit of a dumping ground also. 2 spare potato buckets. Now what am I going to do with those? These are past the best now. These I'm going to leave them and let the seeds develop, the sweet peas. What are these again? Oh, these are the baby gladiola corns that I planted. Just let them crack on. Let's go in the polytunnel. Loads going on in here. So up to about my chest height in places, and I can see that I need to do some side shooting already. And it was only done about 2 days ago. Keeping the bottoms clear. I've harvested a lot of this basil already. I had huge bunches of it, and all I do is cut it off into so you got like a handful of bunches, and take that home, and they go into just a jar of water, and it keeps fresh for several days. The end one's probably the weakest one, and it was last year, so I'm wondering if that spot is a bit dodgy for tomatoes. This is the only decent French marigold I've got. This is a French marigold also, but it's a double flower, and I prefer this one. So I'm saving, already picked off some of the old buds that had finished, and I'm going to save all the seeds off that one. I keep pulling out the nasturtium that takes over. I don't like this, I pull it right back. Let's come over this side, and here's the basil that's not been pulled yet or cut off yet. Here's a specialist tomatoes. Cucumber, got lots coming already, and it's already at my neck height, and then that'll continue it up. I'm either going to go that way or that way along here with the cucumber. Probably this way. No, maybe that way. If I go that way though, yeah, it might interfere with my workstation, but that's fine. Some of the hanging baskets that I did, again I've got 2 of the garden pill, Look how scruffy that looks. Yeah, I don't think I'll be growing garden pill next year. I'm going to have to look for another one. Can someone give me a... Oh, see, there's a one ready. I've already picked some off it, but yeah, but that's coming on now. I thought it might just all wither on me, but it seems to have... Most of them are picked up. That one didn't make it. There's a couple on the top here that hasn't really made it. That one hasn't. This one's just coming back. But yeah, it looks nicer, you know. Okay, what we got down here? This is the red vein sorrel. Now this looks lovely to me, and I think I'll pick a few leaves for a salad today with a couple of the young beetroot leaves and some of the chard. That looks really nice and clean. This was the dried up garlic that I planted, and no signs from that yet. What else have we got here? Just my seedlings, really. Remember, if you remember, I sowed swede, and I don't know why, but only kind of one half of it came up, and I'd put different varieties of swede in each cell. What I think it was, when we had that hot period, I think it was half the tray was shaded and the other half wasn't, so I think maybe the seeds got cooked. So I've reseeded these because there's not really enough there for me. What we got here? Oh, these are the icicle radish, the lettuces that are potted on. I only got 2 of the Savoys come up, none of the Ormskirk and whatever January King Savoys, so but 2 will do me, so I'm happy with that. Spare lettuces and spring onions we'll have to find places for. Okay, let's go out. Carrots are doing absolutely fantastic, and they are really nice, absolutely gorgeous. Onions for seed, just wait on that. Here's the big change. The brassica cage is gone. In the process of cleaning it up, and I've ordered 2 deep beds, the squarish ones, 1.2 by 1.2, and I'm going to start them off in this position here. I have discovered on something, there's something buried in the ground here. I'm going to have to get to grips with that. The broad beans that I planted, I've got enough pods on there. I'll let all that dry off and use that for seed. Celery is just seeding now. Had a lot of caterpillars on these Brussels sprouts, so I'm just leaving them open now. Cauliflowers, a really bad position for brassicas. I won't be growing in this spot for a long time for brassicas, if ever. Alright, onions. They're doing okay. As I previously said, I don't want huge onions, and these are exhibition onions. I'll just use the seeds. So I planted them quite close together, and as you can see, they're not massive, and that's fine by me. Now, they're definitely not ready for taking yet. I want at least half of them to be falling over. Once they're half of them falling over, and I'll push the rest over, and then give them another week or 2 like that before they come out. Asparagus is just doing its thing. You can see that when I pull weeds out, I usually do this and let it dry out. It's a continual battle, but get the sun on it for a day or 2 and it It's not going to go anywhere. Definitely got a problem with that one. That's going to get binned. Allium leaf miner, very probably. I think I'll be keeping a note for crop rotation. Sweet corn is about 7 foot tall, and pumpkinator, let's see how far it goes. Starts here at this end. It's going and going and going and going, and it's reached this point, which I reckon is about 12 feet. So at this stage, I think it's doing all right. I think with these things, it's so difficult to see underneath there, and of course I've got this rabbit protection on. I might have to take this off soon. We'll see. These are the leeks that I planted. As you can see, those tiny, teeny ones that I put in, some have been dug out. Some of them don't look too clever, but all the rest are doing fine, and that's okay by me. Celeriac, growing well. I've just got to get to grips with some of these weeds. I mentioned it to somebody else. Weeds, it's okay to have weeds in your bed, but never ever let them flower. That's what, if I see a weed that I can't deal with straight away, I just leave it unless it's flowering, and then I always try and take it out. So I think I'm done. That's it. That's my plot. See you on the next one. Bye.